Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As the Shaykh mentioned to us earlier, we all came tonight from far, all over Cape Town, just to be together for the sake of Allah. We came to praise Allah and to praise His Prophet. And those people who praise Allah. For if you cannot honor people, you can never honor Allah. So today we come here to honor the people of Allah. In doing so, we are honoring Allah. For example, this is the Prophet ﷺ who mentioned those who sit together, who mention Allah, Allah is sitting with them. What we are doing tonight, saying La ilaha illallah, is mentioning Allah, and Allah is saying, I'm sitting with the one who mentions me. It is also narrated in one hadith where Prophet ﷺ, he said, Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein. Allah also told Musa alayhi salam, I am closer to you than the beat of your own heart. So it is Allah who is so close to us. For example, when you are with your parents or you are with people or respect elderly people, you behave in a certain manner. You won't speak loudly, you won't speak out of tone, you also won't swear. In the same way, if you are aware that Allah is so close to you, in that same way, how should your respect and your adab not be for the presence of Allah? Is what Shaykh has mentioned, the hadrat of Allah. The presence of Allah is always there. Allah cannot be absent, Allah is always present. If you are alone, Allah is present. If you are with people, Allah is present. So if you are behaving when you are seeing your parents and elderly people to speak to them in a certain way, these are but people. How should you not be towards Allah? So speak nicely, talk nicely, behave nicely, because Allah is always with you. But many of us, we are forgetful. Allah said, I created mankind forgetful. And it is clear, even with ourselves and with the people around us, daily we are witnessing people forgetting Allah. Because they speak the way they like, they shout, they're swearing, they don't treat each other, they don't honor each other for the sake of Allah. But for those people who mention Allah, who remember Allah, by remembering Allah, they will honor each other, they will respect each other. So if you remember Allah much, as we are coming here tonight, Allah will remember you much. But if you forget Allah, Allah will make you forget yourselves. And when you forget yourselves, you are disrespecting each other, you are stealing from each other, you are hurting each other. So it is best to come together for the sake of Allah many times. If not at least once a day, once a week. If not once a week, at least once a month. And it's Allah in Quran He mentions, and do not overlook those who mention Allah sitting morning and evening saying La ilaha, giving the praises of His name. He talks about Allah in Quran, He mentions there's the salah, those who establish the prayer, and he's mentioning another category of people who is hymning the praises of His name. So to hymn the praises of the name, this is not salah. This is saying La ilaha illallah. Why to hymn the praises of His name? Because it is inculcating remembrance. When we are coming to the Masjid to make salah, it is easy to remember Allah. It is easy to honor people in the mosque, to be nice to your neighbor, to talk nicely. But the moment you are leaving the mosque, you forget Allah and you again back to your normal self. You disrespect the people, be they Muslim or non-Muslim. But it is more important for you to remember Allah when you are outside the mosque, because it's more difficult. It is easy to remember Allah when you are here. But this is the stepping stone, it is the starting point to begin to remember. So that when you leave here, you don't forget to remember even Allah outside the salah, outside the zakah, outside the people of Allah. Remember those because Allah did not give them the remembrance of Allah. But for you, whom He has given remembrance, it is the duty on you to act as the one who remember amongst those who are forgetful. So they may see Allah in you. But if you are hiding to know Allah only when you are coming here for Allah behind the four walls of the Masjid, how are you going to bring the people who have forgotten Allah to remember Allah? So when you are out there, it is more important for you to act in remembrance of Allah than when it is here. Many people are coming here, they are reading the wazifa, they have the tasbih, Alhamdulillah. But when they are leaving it, the tasbih and all of the actions is also now forgetting Allah. It is in Quran Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, He mentioned, and after the prayer is ended, venture into the world and seek the bounties of your Lord. But remember Allah much in order that you may be successful. Allah once again, after the prayer, He says, remember me so that you may be successful. He didn't say pray, then you forget me, then you come back for the door, then you remember me, then you leave, then you come back Asr, then you remember me. He said, in between these times, remember me. And if you remember Allah, Allah in those times, you're going to be the best worker, you're going to be the best husband, you're going to be the best neighbor. You will never steal or cheat from anybody because Allah is with you. And because you know Allah is with you, you can never lie, you cannot steal, you cannot even harm somebody, because Allah, the way you are with Him, the same way you will be with Him when He's not with you. So even if your brother is absent from your company, you're going to be the same way before him when he's with you. So this adab, we can see, is what the tariqah is trying to teach. It is trying to teach one, the consciousness of Allah, the consciousness of God. And with the consciousness of God, every religion that we are having out there in the world today, every one of them are trying to teach some form of consciousness. Because without consciousness, the human being have nothing. He just left to his desires, his flesh. So he follows all his pleasureful sides. This is the one without consciousness or remembrance. So Alhamdulillah, we try our best to follow the sunnah of Muhammad SAW. Because all of what he did in his actions, the salah, the fasting, the good behaviors, was to teach remembrance. Many people take the behavior, but they forget the reason behind the behavior. Many people, they only make the salah ritualistically. They do it 5 times, Alhamdulillah, but they do not see the essence of salah. The salah, it is like a father to a child. When a child grows up, sometimes he does the wrong thing, so the father will tap him on the shoulder and say, stop this, stop this. Every time he does something wrong, it's like a tap, don't forget, be good. In the same way, Allah is merciful with His servants. He's saying 5 times a day, don't forget me. Because the likelihood of you forgetting me, I've created you, human beings, I know you, you will forget. So I tap you, Fajr Salah, remember me. I tap you, Dhuhr, remember me, Asr, remember, and so forth and so on. So the Salah, it is to remind us. Many people do Salah for the sake of Salah, but they forget the essence behind it. In the same way, people that have Islam, but they forget the essence in Islam, which is Iman and Ihsan. Islam is but the practice of what you should be knowing in Iman and Ihsan. You cannot only have Islam, which is the 5 pillars, but you forget the essence of it. It is like marrying a woman, but you don't love her. You find you cannot love with this woman because you marry her, you don't have attraction for her, you cannot do anything for her out of love. So everything you do for her is difficult. In the same way, if you're only having Islam, but you have no Iman and Ihsan, to carry out the principles of Islam is difficult. You will not be able to wake up for Salah Fajr regularly. You miss the Salah. You speak ill about your neighbor. You don't cover the faults of your brothers. Instead of covering it, you expose them. It is the Prophet who said, make excuses to cover your brother, but you make excuses to open and expose them. So again, to return to Islam and the Tariqah, Tariqah is but the essence. It is not an addition of Islam. It is not an extra. It is not another way. All that the people of Tariqah are doing, they are remembering Allah much. And Tariqah, it is but a state, to whom Tariqah, a path. A path on what? To Allah. And every day when you recite the Fatiha, you're saying, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Allah, on the path on those who you have guided. So Tariqah is just a word meaning a path to guidance. It is not another Islam. It is the same Islam Prophet he used to practice. So Alhamdulillah, for those, Alhamdulillah, Allah is blessed, as the Shaykh has mentioned, to know Allah. The duty is greater on them to teach those who have not been blessed with that gift. Because even today you are here, none of you did anything to be born Muslim. It was a gift from Allah. Allah could have created you, even non-believer, it was up to Him. So whom Allah gave belief was Allah's decision. Whom Allah gave no belief, it is His decision. In the same way,